Have you ever stopped and wondered how a business really works? I mean, really. Today, we're going to strip away all the complicated jargon. We're going to reveal a simple, super powerful blueprint that works for everything from your local freelance coach all the way up to a giant like Amazon.
Yeah, business can feel so overwhelming, right? It's packed with all these complicated theories, and it feels like you need an MBA just to get started. But what if it was actually simple? What if, at its very core, business was built on just a handful of really straightforward ideas? And what if you could understand the engine of any company in just a few minutes?
Some people say that if you truly get this simple structure, it puts you ahead of 90% of people out there. 90%. That's a staggering number, isn't it? It means most people are just operating in the dark without seeing the full picture. Well, today, we're going to change that. We're putting you in that top 10%. All right, so here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to crack the Universal Business Code. Then, we'll dive deep into the 5 core parts. We've got the spark of value creation, the magnet of marketing and sales, and the engine of delivery and finance. And stick around, because at the end, we'll show you how all of this becomes your new superpower. Okay, let's get right into it. It's time to pull back the curtain and reveal that core framework, that universal blueprint that every single successful business on the planet follows, whether they even know it or not. And here they are, the 5 essential, non-negotiable parts of any business. You've got value creation, marketing, sales, value delivery, and finance. Now, you gotta think of these as a sequence, one after the other. If you miss even one, boof, the whole system just falls apart. So let's break down that first one.
So everything, and I mean everything, starts with the spark. This is all about value creation. It is the absolute starting point, ground zero. Because think about it. If you don't make something people genuinely want or need, well, nothing else matters, does it? This is the foundation everything else is built on.
So what do we even mean when we say value? It sounds like a fancy business term, but it's not. It's actually super simple and human. Value is just something that makes someone's life a little bit better. It could save them time, solve a really annoying problem, or just create a moment of pure pleasure. Like that first sip of coffee in the morning. It's not about complex features. It's just about making a positive change. And this right here is so important. It highlights the huge mindset shift between success and failure. See, amateurs get all wrapped up in their own cool ideas. They ask, what do I want to build? But the pros, they start with empathy. They ask, what do other people actually need? That one little change in perspective, it's a complete game changer. Okay, so you've created something valuable. Awesome. Now what? Well, you need the magnet. This is where marketing and sales come in. These are the 2 things that take that amazing thing you made and actually connect it with the people who need it, turning their attention into real action. Marketing gets such a bad rap, doesn't it? A lot of people think it's all about manipulation and hype and tricking people. But that's a huge misconception. Good marketing, true marketing, it's actually a service. It's just the process of finding the folks who could genuinely benefit from what you've created and, earning their attention. And here's a little dose of reality for you, and it's a tough one to swallow sometimes. People don't care about your product. They just don't. They care about their problems. They're thinking about their own lives, their own worries, their own hopes. So the real job of marketing is to build a bridge from their world to yours, showing how what you have fits into their story. And sales is kind of the same deal. It's not about being some pushy, sleazy salesperson. If you've made something that's genuinely valuable, then good sales is really just about helping. It's about being a guide, helping someone navigate their own doubts and fears so they can make a decision that's actually good for them. You're not adding pressure, you're taking away barriers. And look, here's the simple truth, the bottom line. No sales means no revenue. And no revenue? Well, that means no business. It's as simple as that. This is the critical step where all that interest turns into the actual fuel that makes the whole machine go. All right, now it's time to look under the hood at the engine. These are the parts that keep the business running smoothly, day in and day out, for the long haul. We're talking about value delivery and finance. This is all about keeping your promises and, staying afloat. So, after someone has paid you, this is the moment of truth. This is when the most important long-term factor kicks in: value delivery. It's super simple. It's about keeping the promise you made, Did the thing you sold actually work? Was the service you provided reliable? This is where trust is either built or completely shattered.
And here's the golden rule, the real pro tip. Don't just deliver, over-deliver. Seriously, meeting expectations is fine, it's good, but exceeding them, wow, that's how you create fans for life, loyal customers, and a bulletproof reputation. And guess what? Those happy customers, they become your absolute best marketing team.
Okay, the final part of the engine is finance. And I know that word can sound intimidating, but let's break it down into 3 really simple ideas. You've got revenue, that's all the money coming in. You've got costs, that's all the money going out. And the stuff that's left over, that's profit. That's it. To stay in business, you just have to make sure more money is coming in than going out. And you know what's so important that we talk about the word profit for a second? It's not about greed. It's not a dirty word. Profit is the lifeblood of a business. It's what lets a company survive the tough times, what allows it to grow and get better, and most importantly, it's what lets it keep creating value for more and more people.
Okay, so we've walked through all 5 parts. Now, let's talk about how this knowledge isn't just theory. It's a practical tool. It's like getting a new superpower for how you see the world.
Think of this framework as a powerful diagnostic tool, like an X-ray for any business. When a company is struggling, most people just see chaos and panic. But with this lens, you can look at it and pinpoint the exact problem. Is it a value creation problem? Are they bad at marketing? Is their value delivery failing? That ability to see the root cause, that clarity is a real power. Let's make this super practical with a quick example. Imagine a fitness coach. Number 1, value creation. They design an awesome workout plan. Number 2, marketing. They post their clients' results on Instagram. 3, sales. They convince someone to sign up for a package. 4, value delivery. They actually show up and deliver the training sessions. And 5, finance. They charge, say, 5,000 rupees, and they manage their gym fees and other expenses. See? It's the exact same 5 steps. And this example perfectly shows the single biggest mistake that so many people make. They get obsessed with just one piece of the puzzle. They'll spend years building the perfect product, but completely ignore marketing and sales. But a business isn't just one part, it's a whole system. All 5 of these components have to be working together, or the whole thing just grinds to a halt. So the big question I have for you is this: how are you going to use this code? Because from now on, I challenge you. When you look at any business, I don't care if it's your local coffee shop or a massive tech company, try to see these 5 parts. Ask yourself, what value are they creating? How are they marketing to me? How did they make the sale? And is their delivery any good? Look, at the end of the day, you don't need to read 100 different business books to get this. You just need to really deeply understand these 5 fundamental parts, and this is key, how they all connect together to form one system. If you can master this, I promise you, you will see the entire world of business with a brand new, crystal clear focus.